Hello students, today we can discuss some problems. Before start doing problems, you have to follow some steps. Here you can see that steps. Read the question well. First step, you have to read the question well. First time you are not getting any idea from that question means again you have to read. Then write the given quantities. Third step, write the quantity which you have to find. There you have to write the quantity, then put a question mark there. Then fourth one, you have to relate the quantities in 2 and 3. 2 and 3 means some given quantities there, then one quantity or two quantities you have to find from that given data. So that only you have to relate that quantities. Then by connecting that quantities, if you are connecting them, you will get the equation. Then next step, write the equation. Then substitute the values in equation. Then after that, at last you have to do calculation. You have to solve that. All these steps you have to follow for doing problems. You can see a question here. An object travels 16 meters in 4 seconds and then another 16 meters in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? Here distance is given 16 meters in 4 seconds, another 16 meters in 2 seconds. What is the average speed? So here no need to write that there. You can write directly that equation and from that you can find the answer here. Here you can see the total distance travelled. Total distance travelled is equal to 16 plus 16 equal to 32 meters. Then what is the total time taken? Total time taken, that is equal to 4 seconds plus 2 seconds. 4 plus 2, total 6 seconds. Then here we have to find the average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance travelled. You have to write that equation. After that only you have to substitute. Total distance travelled divided by total time taken. Then you can substitute there 32 divided by 6. Then you will get 5.33 meter per second. Unit must be there. Okay children, total distance travelled divided by total time taken is the average speed. Here you can see distance, two distances there, 16 and 16 there. Total distance will be 32 meters. Then total time taken 4 plus 2, 6 seconds. Then average speed will be 32 divided by 6, that is 5.33 meter per second. Next question, the odometer of a car reads 2000 km at the start of the trip and 2400 km at the end of the trip. If the trip took 8 hours, calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. You know, odometer gives us the distance covered by that car. Here you can see the odometer of a car reads 2000 km at the start. Here you can take that A as the starting point and this is the final point of that car. You have to consider like that. So here at the start of that trip that shows 2000 km and at the end of that trip that shows 2400 kilometers. If the trip took 8 hours, here you can see the total time taken, that is 8 hours. From this calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. Here you can see, here odometer shows 2000 km, at B that shows 2400 kilometers. So from that you can write the distance. total distance traveled. Distance traveled by that car, that is equal to 2400 minus 2000, that is 400 kilometers. That is the distance traveled. Here you can see 2000 kilometers at A. At the end of the trip, odometer shows 2400 kilometers. From this we can say 400 kilometers, that is the total distance traveled by that car. Then total time taken. Total time taken equal to 8 hours. From this you can find the average speed. Average speed, there you have to write that equation first. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. From that you can write, substitute the values there, then you will get 400 divided by 8. Here you can see distance is given in kilometers and time in hours. So from that you will get a value for average speed in kilometer per hour. This one, its answer is 50 kilometer per hour or 50 kilometer hour raised to minus 1. This is the average speed. Next you have to find that value. You have to convert this into meter per second. Next day we will study how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. But here in that question it is there. So I am going to do that here. 50 into kilometers. How can you convert kilometer into meter? That is 1000. 50 into 1000. Then divided by hour raised to minus 1 means that hour is in the denominator. How to convert 1 hour into second? You know 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds. So here you can get that as 500 divided by 6 into 6. Here you will get 13.888, like that you will get. So don't write like this, you have to round off this. Then you will get 13.89 meter per second. This is the average speed of that car in meter per second. Children, next topic we have to learn for that conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second and meter per second into kilometer per hour. That day we will do more questions. Next question. Usha swims in a 90-meter long pool. She covers 180 meters in 1 minute by swimming from one end to the other and back along the same straight path. Find the average speed and the average velocity of Usha. Here you can see she starts from A going to B, then coming back to A through the same straight path. You can see that here the length of the pool is given there, that is 90 meter. Then it is given as she covers 180 meter in 1 minute. That 180 meters means you can think from A to B 90 meters, then she is coming back. So again 90 meters from B to A, that only that 180 meters, that is given in that question. So you have to write there distance, total distance traveled, distance covered by Usha. Distance covered by Usha is equal to 180 meters. What is the total time taken? Total time taken, that is equal to 1 minute. But here you have to convert that minute into seconds. Our SI unit of speed is meter per second. So you have to convert this minute into seconds. Then you will get 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then you have to find the average speed. Average speed, you know, average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Here you can see 180 divided by 60, that is equal to 3 meter per second. This is the average speed of Usha. Next, you have to find the average velocity. You know that equation for average velocity, that is total displacement divided by total time taken. Here you can see Usha starts from here going to B, then coming back to A. Here the initial and final positions are coinciding. So here what is the displacement? That displacement is equal to 0. Here you can see that displacement is equal to 0. Why means here initial and final positions are same. Then that time what is the total time taken? Total time taken is same. 1 minute, that you can write in seconds, 60 seconds. Then substitute the values here. You will get 0 divided by 60, that is equal to 0 meter per second. That means here the average velocity is 0. Average speed 3 meter per second. Average velocity 0. Why that average velocity 0? Here the displacement is 0. Why displacement is 0? Here the initial and final positions are coinciding. That's why no displacement. Another one question. This is not given in your textbook. A body travels at a distance of 15 meters from A to B and then moves at a distance of 20 meters at right angles to AB. Calculate the distance travelled and the displacement. Here you have to draw that figure first. You can draw that like this. Here a body travels at a distance of 15 meters from A to B. Starting point A. From A to B. Here the distance is given as 15 meters. Then moves at a distance of 20 meters at right angles to AB. Like this. Right angles by making 90 degree. Like this. How much distance? 20 meters. Then that is at C. Now you can give one name there for that point. At right angles to AB, calculate the distance travelled and the displacement. Here A is the starting position, initial position, and C is the final position of that body. Here you have to find the distance travelled. So distance travelled is equal to here you can see starting from A going to B. So AB plus BC. So here it is 15 plus 20, that is equal to 35 meters. That is the total distance travelled by that body. Next, you have to find the displacement. Children, you know displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final positions. Here you can see A is the initial position, C is the final position. So, if you are joining these 2 points by a straight line, then you can see a right angle triangle here. So, that straight line joining that initial and final positions gives you the hypotenuse. So, that hypotenuse is the displacement of that body. That is the shortest distance between A and C. So, AC gives you that displacement. You know this is a right angle triangle. So, you know how to find that hypotenuse. You can write that as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. From this you can find the value of AC. Root of AB square plus BC square is equal to root of 15 square plus 20 square is equal to root of 225 plus 400. Then here I am going to write that AC is equal to root of 625. 400 plus 225, 625. That is equal to 25 meter. So here in this figure you can see A is the starting point, going to B, then going to C. C is the final position. Distance means the length of the path, AB plus BC, but displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. So here you have to find the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. So Pythagoras theorem you have to apply there, then you will get that AC, that is the displacement, that is equal to 25 meter. Another one question, an object is moving in a circle of radius 2 meters. Calculate the distance and displacement when it completes one full circle, when it completes half the circle. So here the radius of that circular path is given as 2 meters. You have to find the distance and displacement, two cases there. If that object is completing on full circle, first we can do that. Here you can see, if that object is completing full circle, that time you can consider A is the initial position and that is moving like this through the circular path. After that, that is at the same point A. So in that first case, when it completes one full circle, that time you can take initial position is A, like that, final position also A. That means here initial and final positions are same. Then what is the displacement you have to find? What is the distance traveled? First you can find the distance traveled. What about the distance? Here you can see the distance traveled by that object, distance covered by that object. You can see here that is starting from A and coming back to the same point through a circular path. Here it is completing a circle. Then what about the distance traveled? Here the circumference of the circle gives you distance traveled. What is that equation for finding circumference? That is 2 pi r. So here you can substitute the values 2 pi into 2. You will get 4 pi meters. That is the distance traveled by that object. Okay, then you have to find the displacement. What about the displacement? Here I am writing displacement. Displacement is equal to, you know, here the initial and final positions are same. Then what about the displacement? Here the displacement is equal to 0. No displacement. Here initial and final positions are coinciding. That is coming back to the same point. That's why no displacement here. In that second case, you can see that figure here, starting from A. When it completes half the circle, it is not completing that full circle, that is completing half the circle. Here you can see starting from A and stopping at where? B. Here you can see that this is a semicircle, not full circle here, that is only completing half the circle. So here you can see this is the path of that object. Okay, then here also you have to find the distance traveled and displacement. What about the distance here? Here you can see that is starting from A and stopping at B, final position B. Here it is a semicircle. So here how to find the distance? Half of the circumference of that circle. So half into 2 pi r. You can cancel to, then you will get pi r, that is 2 pi meters. This is the distance traveled by that object. Then what about the displacement? You know, displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final positions. If you are joining this A and B, you can see that is the diameter of the circular path. That is the diameter. So here displacement is equal to the diameter, that is 2 into r, twice the radius. So 2 into 2, that is equal to 4 meters. Next class we will discuss the conversion of kilometer per hour into meter per second. Then along with that we will do problems related to acceleration also.